back to Pancakes and Pandemonium. It is early. Kids are starting to head out for school and went upstairs for breakfast. Today is a busy day and I'm going to do my best to bring you guys along for it. So Tuesdays are typically busy-ish days anyway. Lance and I have a standing appointment in the evening and it can get crazy. As a matter of fact, typically Tuesdays are a yo-yo night. But I just don't know what was, like yesterday was like seriously like a Monday, and I didn't feel super great. And so we took our Tuesday yo-yo night and flipped it. So I don't know if we're gonna do a yo-yo night and then fill in tuna casserole later in the week or make it tonight. I picked easy dinners. This is kind of a busy week anyway. We're just gonna wing it and see how the night goes and see how my afternoon goes. But I have a big work day today. I have we are starting team coffees with Team Autism, and it is me and Lynn, and then we send out invites on social media. So if you're an autism mom and if you are an entrepreneur that does anything in relation to the autism community, watch my social media weekly for those invites, and then you'll email in and she'll put you on the list and send you the Zoom link. But today is our first team coffee with Team Autism, and we're gonna sit down and get on that. I have a recording today for the podcast, and I always say I'm really excited. I'm really excited people want to come on, and I'm excited people want to talk, and I've got to connect with some really fantastic people doing this. And if you want to know where to listen to the podcast, it's always linked in the show notes. It says my most recent episode, and I try to remember to update it, but once you get on Spotify, you'll see all the episodes. So I have a recording today that is going to go up in a couple weeks that I'm really excited about. And then I should have a call today for Mason. Mason was invited to the junior national leadership conferences back in Washington, D.C. And we're trying to get information on that and see if that is something that is feasible and something we can send him to. And being a 12-year-old with autism, there's a lot of ins and outs, and can I go with him, and can we afford it, and are there scholarships? There's a million questions. So I'm supposed to have a call with them today. It's a busy day, you guys, and it is only Tuesday. So we got our first round of coffee, and let's do this, okay? I know we haven't talked about it in a while, but notice that there is a huge, bulky, heavy apparatus missing. So that has definitely contributed to wiping me out. Like just readjusting and being sedentary for so long, especially being overweight. I've lost so much muscle, and I'm just having to rebuild my strength. Getting up, not doing much, just wears me out. So, but we're gonna get there. Like, it's just gonna take time, and that's okay. But I am happy to not be attached to that heavy boot. I do get a little sore, especially if I, am like up and about or run an errand. My ankle and the side of my foot gets sore, but the doctor said that's gonna be normal. Just readjusting to weight bearing and then readjusting to not having the boot and the extra support. Like, it's just gonna take a bit, but overall we're doing really, really well. And the most important thing is we avoided surgery, which is amazing. Okay, we have fielded phone calls. This kid has been like on the ball. Oh my God, he's taller than me. Doing laundry, staying on top of his stuff, checking his emails and keeping up with work. We have about an hour before kids get home. I think we should make brownies. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, let's make brownies. I need to find a day where I don't have a ton of work to do. Sometimes it's on Mondays, sometimes it's on Fridays. But I need to come in here and overhaul these shelves and get them a little more organized. The girls do a really good job. The pantry is actually one of Gracie's chores, but this room is kind of no man's land. So by default, that becomes me. But I've, as we all know, been out of it for a little bit. So I gotta get back in here one day. Will you grab a mixing bowl and some ingredients for me, buddy?
All right.
I need 2 eggs, the avocado oil, and the mixing bowl. Oh, water, but it's right there. We're fine.
Yep.
I bought these in one of my Christmas prep hauls, and when we went to make brownies for Christmas, I told the girls, like, oh, hey, go grab the brownies, and they grabbed a different brownie mix that I'd forgotten we had back there, so works out, we still have these. We're gonna make yummy, chewy, delicious brownies. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
We're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to follow the box mix instructions and get them in the oven.
You just keep on going on until the other team doesn't know what to
How
say.
many Taylor Swift songs did you know?
I only knew one, and I didn't even sing.
So we've been watching a show. I got my nose strips on. It's helped me breathe at night, but it's bedtime. Kids are in bed. They've done all their stuff. We did end up doing a yo-yo for dinner. I was on the phone getting updates with Mom. I don't know if I've said anything. I don't think I've said anything here. My mom's been in the hospital with pneumonia, and so I ended up on the phone getting updates and checking in. And then one of my girlfriends who lives way up in northern Utah, I don't get to see her very much, she called tonight and we talked for a little bit. So I checked out there at the end. And if you don't know, because we got a lot of new subscribers, I vlog on my phone. So if I get a phone call, I quit vlogging. But yeah, it ended up being just a super low-key night. The brownies were a huge hit. We sent a couple like big fat brownies upstairs and they divided them up. I think we sent 3 upstairs. Anyway, so they loved them. We had them. It was a fun snack. And I needed a midday pick-me-up, so chocolate helped. But yeah, it is busy, but I'm loving every second of it. So if you're curious about the podcast, it is Autism Acceptance. I reach out to caregivers, parents, entrepreneurs, coaches, therapists, just people in the autism community who are looking to empower and make a difference. And then, of course, intros and outros, I tell stories about the family and what is going on and stuff too. And of course, in the conversations, I share my experiences, outlooks, just, that kind of thing. So the podcast is linked in the description box as well. And those go up every Friday. And I post them at midnight, Mountain Standard Time. So once it turns Friday, they're pretty available. So those are up on Friday. And we are working on getting it together here and getting things done. So I'm still recovering, but as you can tell, I'm up and around and we are making it happen. But now that the foot is healed, it is rebuilding strength, but we're going to get there. But as always, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time and the time that you spend here with me. Do me a favor, if you haven't yet, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, come back for more Pancakes and Pandemonium. I'll see you soon.